Right folks, I'm walking on the cut this morning as my granddad used to call it Rochdale Canal. I've driven over to near Hebden Bridge and I've parked there. And I'm going to follow the canal towards Todmorden. But way before Todd, I'm going to hit the Pennine Way, which I'm going to follow up through Collis Wood, which will bring me onto the high fields above the valley. I've been desperate to get out these past few days. I've been off for a fortnight for Christmas. And apart from my solstice walk with my mates, I've done nout. The weather's been abysmal. I've been desperate to go on a wild camp, and it just weren't working, the weather. I'd have got pissed through, so I didn't fancy that. And I've been looking out of the window with a sad little face, waiting for a lull in the weather. I've been going menkle, as Jim Bowen once said. Anyway, there's a little tiny gap in the weather today, so I've come over towards Hebden Bridge, and I'm only doing a short walk really. I don't know, maybe I can stumble across a bit of winter wildlife. Maybe some mushrooms or some birds in the woods, some nice woodlands around here. Well, look here, I found two good winter edible mushrooms on the same tree on this dying elder. This first one here is velvet shank, but they're a bit small. If these were bigger, I'd be taking them home with me. A good diagnostic for these is the white gills, and look at the blackening on the stem. Now there's another similar one to these, similar to velvet shank, called the funeral bell, and with a name like that, you know it's not going to be good for you, it's deadly. But I'm confident with my ID in these. I've been working hard to learn velvet shank. The black stem's a giveaway. It doesn't have a little ring round the stem like funeral bell does, but there's not enough here to take with me. And the other edible is this one here, this strange rubbery thing. This is has a few names: jelly ear, wood ear, Jew's ear. I might take a couple of these jelly ears with me. I've never used them for cooking before. They don't lend themselves well to Western recipes apparently. You can't fry them when you're baking an egg, but they're good in Chinese cooking if you're doing a stir fry or something, and you can dry them out. So if I can gather a few of them, I'm going to take some. I remember being told a good little fact about this particular area near Hebden Bridge. It's one of very few places in the country where all four lines of communication meet. You've got a river, you've got a canal, you've got a railway line, and you've got a road, and they all come together at this point down here. I'm a really big fan of Calderdale. Where I live, I'm sandwiched between Saddleworth to the south, Calderdale to the north, and they're both really nice areas. Great walking country, Saddleworth and Calderdale, but of the two, Calderdale's my favourite. It's a little bit bigger, I think, and the landscape's a little bit more varied. Better woodland in Calderdale. Obviously it doesn't have the expanse of moor like Saddleworth moor. Yeah, but some good hills and moors around here as well. Some great history. Bloody weather again. I hope you can hear me alright, the sound's alright. Because of the weather, I've had to take the good mics off and just use the inbuilt GoPro one. Oh, it just looks grey and miserable now all around. Anyway, I'm coming out of the woods at the top here, so I'll get a better perspective. Another reason why I like Calderdale, you've got some right good little steel halls and old gates. Loads of stuff like this round here. I have quite a few family ties to this area as well. My Auntie Laura and Uncle Fred had a farm just across the valley at Crossstones for most of my life really. My Auntie Laura only died in 2017, and as a kid I quite often used to spend the summer holidays there with my granddad. Just go and stay up on farm for a week or two, and it was just awesome. I absolutely look back on those days with such fond memories. Just being on farm, around animals. My auntie and uncle were right nice people. I used to love being around them. It was a great time, and the farm they lived, it was a grade 2 listed building. What a beautiful old farmhouse. Had several 17th century date stones on. No, it was a great place. I don't know what's happened to the old place now. After my Auntie Laura died, I think it went to my cousins, and then I don't know, I think things have gone on and I don't even know if they own it now, but aye, good days then. You can hear it, wind's getting up, but I found some more jelly here on an old elder here by the path. They look a bit manky, but I'll go and check them out. Not the most appealing looking wild food, is it? Just up this cobble lane here is a little cluster of old stone farmhouses, little tiny hamlet called Horsehold, and I've never been up here, so I'm going to have a wander up the lane, see if there's any nice old architectural features. One thing I would do, if you're ever visiting this area, go and visit Hebden Bridge. I've just filmed it, it's on the hilltop across there. One of the loveliest villages I know. It's just full of history, character, charm, interesting churches, a couple of good pubs. Yeah, well worth a look is Hebden Bridge. In fact, if the weather had been a bit nicer, I'd have planned a longer walk today and taken in Hebden Bridge. Along the way I passed a good old real ale pub called Fox and Goose. I've never been in it, and I've always wanted to. And when I'm a little lad, my granddad always said to me, only a coward walks past a pub with an open door. And when I was coming down the hillside, I looked across the valley and I could see lights on, so I think it's got an open door. So I'm not going to disappoint my granddad Harold, and I'm going to nip in for a swift one. But yeah, that's it now for the walks. After that I'm virtually back at the car. I know it's something a bit different this. I do like to chuck in a break from the wild camping now and again. I hope it was okay. Anyway, thanks for watching. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you next time.